It's like unfortunate. And Yakumo,
I think one of some of the worst options of hers are her smashes, and even then they're good.
Yeah.
Like fair is disjointed.
Like the thing about F smash and down
okay.
smash is like they feel slow and not as good as other smash attacks. They have still like decent range, which is like respectable. And up smash is like the best out of them. It covers like the up smash is so has such a long-lasting hitbox. It outtrades or outplays spot dodges immediately, which is like crazy if you think about it.
Yeah, but Snormanda will only have to resort to Palutena if he's struggling against Yakumo, which for now at least doesn't look to be that way. And yeah, Snormanda is most comfortable with the character he is known for, and that is Bowser Jr.
One thing I gotta say was about Snormanda, because I played him in pools today for the first time. He's so good at consistently pressuring you and give you no breathing room to think about your options. He's like always so smart and safe with what he's doing. I feel like in pools was really ridiculous. Like I didn't even think he outplayed me so hard. I just thought he was like so good at what he was doing that he forced me to consistently bad options.
Yeah, to make mistakes, and that's a skill on its own. So
I think after I've played him myself, it's like easier now for me to see and understand that.
To understand why he's always placing that well.
Yeah, why he's placing
and
so well
jab
what his
kills.
strength is. Yeah, jab is so ridiculously good on ledge. Because you can just throw it out, and your opponent is then, expecting what you do, and then you try to get up attack him, and he has such a quick recovery time because of his jab.
If you've seen any of the Shoto matchups, you know, well done by Yakumo, just taking that stock there. But if you've seen the Shoto matchups, you know they just really like to stand on ledge and spam jab. Weirdly enough, because they get the kill confirms, and weirdly enough, Bowser Jr. is almost like that, because his jab is just that good.
That's like super safe. You can just throw it out and you don't have to worry about things, because you can just shield afterwards.
Yeah, and again at 120 it kills most characters, and in the case of earlier it killed at 130 against Yoshi, who's heavy, so... And that wasn't even entirely at the edge. But yeah, Yakumo's fighting back ever since he got that stock there from an untacked neutral air. So
since then it has been a really close match. But yes, Snormanda is not like shy to throw out moves even though he's off stage to interrupt the edge guards from Yakumo.
And yeah, Yakumo didn't expect it, but that's why he also didn't tag that, because otherwise I expected to. And he couldn't tag this one.
Okay.
There were red sparks there, and goodbye Snormanda.
We get an immediate
back
spike
and forth.
respawn.
Yeah.
So this is a very explosive game, really.
And did side B just do 31%, and with jab we're at 51?
I've never seen side B confirming into jab.
No, side B confirmed into itself, and then Yakumo chose the wrong option, and this is so well done by Snormanda.
Tried to use the Koopaling there to go for a safe grab, but he mistimed it a little bit, so it was not completely safe.
Yeah.
The Koopaling would have been a little closer. There would have been no way to punish for Yakumo because the Koopaling would have interrupted him.
Yeah.
So that's like also a really good way to control the stage.
Yeah, that stock looked amazing for Snormanda, and Yakumo also fought back almost immediately, making this go back to even right then and there. So
that's like also one good thing.
multi-hits, but jab should almost kill. Ooh.
That's also one good thing from Snormanda. He's like, every time he's making a play, he makes it so consistent and well. Like, his infamous up air strings. He just gets every time like 50 to 60% from you out of one combo. Like, that's really good. He's reading the jump again. That's the thing about Yoshi players, to be honest. They most of the times jump at the exact same spot, if you look at it.
Yeah.
And wow!
Back air killed from the bottom. Up air. Sorry, killed from the bottom of the stage.
Okay, so first of all, I would have never expected Snormanda to up air. Like, that was a very deep, low, delayed up air, which was really well used. So that just shows how confident he is with this character and how he knows his limits.
Yes, and how well he also knows Yakumo, because he knew Yakumo would go for that.
Like, from all top player matchups, put a quote on that.
Our top players, I would say.
we can safely say Yakumo and Snormanda are the two players who know each other the most. Maybe you can say Beak and Dehavan because they play nearly all the time. But I haven't
because
seen
they're in their own region.
Yeah, I seen it only here. I don't watch them on other tournaments or stuff.
How dare you?
I'm not that involved in Smash. I'm just standing here, commentate, and go to tournaments because I want to see the people.
You know I'm joking with you, right?
Yeah. I just want to clarify.
Yeah, I also don't watch any of the other regions, mostly because I'm playing Final Fantasy.
Okay, that's a good idea. There we have it again. We are like 20 seconds in the game. I haven't really paid attention to it, and already we have Yakumo at 80%. Just shows how good Snormanda is at racking up damage and getting his plays always. Like every game, if Snormanda is behind or ahead, he starts off the game with like a good 80% at some point, which is like really insane if you have to think about it. If I would always get like good combos and good shit done and get to 80%, I would win definitely a lot more matches than I do currently. I can say you that.
Why don't you pick up Bowser Jr. then?
I mean, Bowser Jr. is cool. I actually was considering to play him in the beginning of Smash 4.
You're such a weird one.
I mean, I play all weird characters, but Fox.
Yes.
Like, the fact that I mained Fox for 2 years makes me, like, not a weirdo anymore. But in every other fighting game, or, like, even in this game, I tend to play the weirder characters now. I mean, I play Rosalina, and every time I tell to somebody, okay, I'm going to play Rosalina, they look at me and say, dude, I've never played versus this character. Like, nearly everyone says that to me.
And Snormanda almost got an amazing conversion, although one of the jab hits actually didn't connect.
Waiting out the egg mash so long, he's not getting back because Yakumo is good at edge guarding, but he's on 150, so not that big of a deal.
Yeah, Snormanda will answer right back. Wasn't really that hard of a prediction, but yeah.
That looked a little weird because as far as I know, Side B from Bowser Jr. has some kind of armor.
I mean, the clown car armor, as usual, when he gets hit in the clown car. And not the head portion, basically, where Bowser Jr. actually is.
I just realized I'm the less knowledge part in commentary, and you just have all the knowledge. Every time I don't know something, you just drop it.
The best part is I don't even know where I got all of this from.
I also get always surprised, like, you just tell me every knowledge shit you know, and I was like, dude, I don't know where I've heard that, but it's nice to have on the stream, I gotta be honest. Oh, that was the Yakumo, but the crowd is now silent. Earlier when Shoigaza was doing that, everybody was popping off, man. Such an inconsistent crowd. And another spike from Yakumo. That was the offstage chase.
That was also that was also the thing the crowd cheered for earlier. Now only Lepion pretending to actually care.
Lepion is just memeing at this point.
Yeah.
When I played with friends, they were asking me, like, why does Bowser Jr. has a fork? And they were asking it in such a casual tone that I, like, was laughing for 2 minutes straight or something. Like, he was seriously looking at me and saying, why does he actually has a fork as a weapon? And I was like, dude, why should I know, man?
Yeah, I cannot answer that. It's just...
like... I mean, no idea. Not in a single Mario game he actually uses stuff like that. Imagine a boss fight where he just pokes you with a fork. I think that would be kind of cool.
Mario's new power-up, the fork.
Yo! I mean, we have that, like, we have a Mario Maker, the clown card, but imagine there's a clown card upgrade where you can shoot fireballs. Imagine a clown card upgrade where you can slash in front of you with a fork, similar to the Link upgrade we got recently in Mario Maker.
Oh right, that's actually also a pretty cool feature.
That would be cool if Link is in the clown card. He can, like, maybe the clown card gets a sword itself.
Yeah,
that would be really cool because they are, like, really ridiculously well-made Link levels.
Yeah.
Mario Maker is great.
Yeah, and that update was actually pretty amazing, even though I don't even own Mario Maker, and that's the end for Snormanda there.
That looked like also not too well the eye, to be honest.
That wasn't about the eye, he used side B, and in the air it sets you back like a few millimeters, and it set him back into the blast zone. At the same time...
So you want to say to me he used side B too early?
Yes, and got himself killed with it.
Yeah,
but to be fair... If he didn't use it that early, he would have died.
Yeah, he would have maybe been too low.
So he had to risk it to make it back.
Yeah, something
didn't work out though.
Like that happened to me back then in Smash 4 because Fox also gets, like, the moment he uses side B, he his properties change in a weird way, so the knockback extends a little bit longer because he gets like somewhat floaty in the air before he actually does the side.
Same with Incineroar.
Yeah.
You see them use side Bs basically off stage so often when they get knocked off because you need the horizontal distance.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's the one thing that gets you killed because he moves backwards ever so slightly. And the same thing happened here, so... Still, that's not the worst of things to happen.
What is Snormanda doing? Okay.
He wanted to get out of a bad situation, and he did. It's not that risky, actually.
Yeah, it's not that risky, but to start off the game like that looked a little weird for me.
Yeah.
It looked like, okay, I will run at him, and then I go back and just go under the stage, so I have stage control? I don't... I mean, whatever. He's he just in top 8, I shouldn't ask for his options. Yeah. He's doing a good job.
I think he was scared that... Yakumo might hit him with a weak move and...
Oh my god!
Ooh,
out of disadvantage, killing a Yoshi like that is like really brutal. He just up-aired him and then immediately saw the opportunity to use the hammer swing out of the clown car. But Yakumo just did the fair move and taunted him back.
I mean, he spiked him while Snormanda was hanging at the ledge. That's pretty nicely done.
But dude, that edge guard from Snormanda was so well done, I gotta admit that.
Both of these players were so explosive. I love it.
And things like this let me actually ask, like, Bowser Jr. is not bottom 5. Like, nowhere close. Or is bottom 5 so meaningless in this game that it doesn't really matter?
I actually think so.
Because actually, the thing about this is, most other fighting games, or the fighting games I do play, there's like S, A+, and A-.
And then D.
No, not even D. Like, even the worst character in Under Night in Birth got top 5 at Evo with thousands attendees.
Wow. So clown car into up B and then the hammer.
Yeah, he did the same to me. It's like actually true.
Amazing.
But you have and this time the F smash connecting actually and killing across the entire stage.
Yakumo did not expect that, and neither did I. But yeah, sorry about
I was just saying that like even the worst characters can win tournaments or get like really far in tournaments. And I feel like players like Snormanda let me think about maybe in Smash Ultimate it's like the same. Like even the worst characters are like really good, at least on local level. The thing about Smash is you have so many characters. At the worst characters you get like multiple characters who really, really outplay you just by being that character.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have right away an example. But most top tiers destroy these characters on paper. Which is like sad.
On paper, but at the same time, I think Smash is...
That was a 2-stock.
That was a 2-stock.
Like after that F-Smash play, where Yakumo had a safe signature read.
Yeah,
in his mind, and
after that, Snormanda just pulled out all the stops.
He went fully into his head, and there was no way to come back for Yakumo. It seems like he was stunned or something, paralyzed. Couldn't really adapt back to the game.
The fear of Bowser Jr.
I mean, it's an actual thing. If the opponent outplays you in one situation so hard, you all of a sudden respect your opponent much more, and you can just lose the entire game off that.
Yeah, and Snormanda, fear against Snormanda for Snormanda is justified, considering how well he plays.
There we have it again, 56% just of a few up airs and up throws.
13 seconds in, and Snormanda did around 70% damage with a character that most people would consider to be low tier. So
maybe I need to just practice good combos in the early game.
Yeah, maybe. But I was about to say that I think Smash is so complex and this time so well balanced that there's no one that's really, really bad.
Yeah.
Like, even the worst characters can absolutely demolish you if you're even slightly better than your opponent. And I think we also see this in most tier lists as well. We have a mid-tier, which usually was, they're not that great. And that mid-tier is 30 characters or more in this game, which is
the thing
insane.
About this game is, like, I feel like mid or mid-high tiers are like 2/3 of the game, and the rest is top tiers or like really low tiers, and that's it. It's like most characters are on the higher edge of the game and can really do a lot of things. Yeah. And even the lowest ones can still do well. Like obviously we just speak of local level, But to be honest, Japan has proven us that even tier lists don't really apply to the rule. The day when like Brood got second with freaking planned, everybody was thinking the character is bottom 5.
Yeah.
I mean,
and no one say things about Game & Watch or something like that, and Meister just pulls him out.
Meister just pulled him out, and now everybody's hating him.
Yeah. And
most people consider Duck to be dead in this game, and still we have Ratio who plays top 8 multiple times.
Yeah.
It's like
you can make anything work.
You can make anything happen if you are like insane and good.
Yeah. If you're even slightly better than your opponent, your character won't even matter. So.
Yeah. Yeah, this game is more about, like, most games are more about that, but I think this game especially is like, you can do a lot with just your raw skill.
Yeah, with raw fundamentals and just...
The character doesn't matter that much anymore.
Yeah.
So after the 2-step from previous game, Yakumo recovered pretty well from that, and he's now in the lead with looking to aim for a 2-stock here eventually if he doesn't get blown up by Snormanda at this given moment.
Yeah, the tempo in this game has switched like at least 2 times. At the start, Snormanda, he was in full control.
Dropping the shield too early, and Snormanda has a good chance to come back because you know when you play against Snormanda, you at least get at some point 60% out of nowhere.
Yep, like there we get 30. Oh, okay, 25.
Yeah, it was not towards the edge. And yeah,
that's true. But yeah, so Snormanda was in control, then Yakumo obliterated Snormanda for half the match, and then Snormanda's back in control, and
yeah, then we saw
he's
how
in the lead.
He was safe going for that grab because the Koopaling was covering the spot dodge. That's how he wants to use the Koopaling multiple times today, and this time he got the timing right. So yeah, you see this character has really a lot of control potential.
And the ability to play safe if you're doing it properly, but at the same time have options out of those safe things that might just murder your opponent.
Yeah, it's like a really good ability to just have a character who can play safe, because with some characters, like for example Fox, I feel like if I don't go in and I try to play aggressive, I don't really get that much of a result. But characters like Bowser Jr., you can just relax, you throw out the Koopalings and throw out their long-lasting hitboxes to just zone the opponent away until they make a mistake.
Yeah.
Same I feel like about Rosalina. I just chill sometimes because I know I can punish my opponent later. And this F smash was too juicy because the thing is, Bowser Jr. has like very low punishable smash attacks. Like F smash is like really low lag. If he F smash at the ledge and you try to like get up attack afterwards, you can just shield it. Same goes for up smash. Yeah, maybe down smash has lag, but which Bowser Jr. does use up smash?